Howdy, my name's Charlie. I'm a hand loader. Now I am making this video here so I can talk to you new fellas out there that's thinking about starting or have already started. You're fixing to go through a metamorphosis of different equipment that you're going to use and finally settle with. But I want to talk to you about using a turret press. I've seen about every video there is on YouTube where people are using their turret presses, and I don't see too many of them really operating efficiently. If you really think about it, the whole idea is to make those cartridges as quick as you can, but make them as best as you can make at the same time. I'm talking about consistency. I like to start out with a clean piece of brass that has been deprimed before I cleaned it, and it's got the primer pockets clean, and the flash holes between the inside of the case and the primer pocket, they're clean, so that our primers can ignite that powder mixture as efficiently as they can. So whenever I pick up a case, it's going to have a primer in it. That means that these are just clean cases. I've taken the time to hand prime them. I use a Lee hand priming tool. This one may look different than yours. I've just put a piece of radiator hose on the back side of it here and slipped it down in there so it'd fit my hand better. But like I said, I start with a clean case that's already primed. So the first thing I'm going to do on my turret is, number one stage is to size this round. Number two stage, I'm going to expand the mouth so that I can put a projectile in it. And I'm also going to put my powder in it. And I'm using a Lee die set here because they make a die that you can charge the cartridge with through the expanding die. Now this adapter is not commercially available right now. This is what the top looks like that comes on that die, and it's made so you can put their powder funnel in it, then you can measure, charge, drop it in. But what I wanted to do was to mount my powder throw above that die, and they just don't make an adapter for it. So I made a little video, sent it to Lee. Who knows what they're going to do, because we're still in the middle of talking about it. But I'm trying to get them to make this adapter so we can mount our favorite powder throw above their die set. Dang good idea, because in one stage, once that I crank the press down, bring it up and expand the mouth of the case, I can reach up, grab a powder charge, and throw it. And of course I leave my throw handle in the down position, because while I'm indexing this turret to the next stage here, where this is where I would seat the bullet to the correct depth, and then I index again, and in this one I'll put the final taper crimp on it, and then I'll whip it back around to the start again for the next cartridge. But if you don't leave the powder throw in the down position when you do that, you're allowing this powder above the little collector in here on this drum to pack tighter and tighter and tighter. And what you'll find out is, if you do a test on your powder throw through successive number of throws, you'll see that that thing will vary up to 2/10 of a grain, and it'll vary more than that if you've got it mounted on a turret and you allow that that powder to pack tighter and tighter in this drum here that throws the charge. So whenever you go to throw your charge, make sure that handle starts in the down position. In other words, the powder has been delivered at that point. Then you rotate it up, grab a charge, down, and then that way you'll get a more consistent charge from case to case. And to me, that's a real important aspect of loading ammunition, because I want to shoot fast and flat. Like with my 45 ACP, we compete with each other around the neighborhood here, and we shoot from, say, 24 yards all the way down to 7 yards in a contest. And so I want to use the same point of aim. And by using a 200 grain semi-wad cutter and running that thing at about 950 feet per second, which is not really all that hot, but it's 100 feet per second faster than a standard 230 grain round ball load, it'll shoot real flat for me. So I don't have to change my sight profile in any way. And then everything that can help you like that, you're better off. So anyway, I wanted to load a few of them and show you how efficient it is to use this method where I've mounted the powder throw above my case expanding die. So here we go. Put in a case, expand it, bring it around to the, size it to begin with, bring it around to the expander, reach up, grab a charge. Now it's charged, put my projectile in, seat it, and then the last one was the crimp. So let me quit talking and run a few of them and see how efficient this method is. Drop it in the old cartridge checker. I check them from time to time, especially with the automatic rounds. And that's how you do it. That's how I do it. I hope this will help some of you guys in organizing your turret tops and working in the most efficient manner that you can. Because think about it, if you have this powder mounted back here on the back where you've got to really turn to get to it, or if it's not in sequential to making that cartridge, it just takes more time. But when it's lined up like this and running efficient, you can really make some quick rounds. Good rounds too. I mean, that's the whole thing. We want nice, clean looking, factory looking ammo that, of course, being hand loaded shoots better, right? All right, thank you.